Hello everybody, Wild Bill for America here. As this nation heads into uncertain times with people like Hillary Clinton threatening to shove even more Obama-style tyranny up this nation's tailpipe, people are getting nervous. Prepping has become big business because history shows a long trail of starvation and crime that springs from the foolishness of socialism, communism, liberalism. Well-regulated militias have been a part of the American landscape from day one, and as this nation keeps getting pulled left, the need for well-regulated militias grows. In these days of uncertainty, the American people need militias they can trust. If and when things go bad in this nation, the local law enforcement will have a huge burden trying to keep the peace. Law enforcement will need militias that they can trust to back them up and to assume security duties. Now, I am pleased to see a movement springing up out of Texas to professionalize the militias of America, to ensure that they are competent to guard and protect what we hold dear. We need to ensure that American militias are problem solvers, not troublemakers. The militias will never be successful without the support of the general population. Now, I am sorry to say that there are elements at work in the USA to create civil unrest, to set black against white, women against men, to set the godless against the faithful. Now, for some reason, the freedoms we have in the USA are unacceptable to the hardcore left, and if they can, they will instigate civil war in this country to do away with the First and Second Amendments. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to keep and bear arms. Now, the left is primarily responsible for a huge migration of illegal foreigners into this nation. Millions of unvetted trespassers from south of the border, combined with hordes of unvetted men from terrorist nations. Makes for dangerous times in the USA. Rick Light, a longtime commander and trainer of militias in Texas, has developed good relations with the courts and local and federal law enforcement. Rick is spearheading the program to professionalize the militias of America, to make them, the best of the best. There are a lot of good people serving currently in militias, but there are also some undesirables. Cop haters, conspiracy nuts, racists, and immature personalities will never win the support of the American people. So frankly, professionalizing our militias will involve purging the undesirables and openly recruiting top-notch men and women to serve their communities. Now, traditionally, one of the top targets of tyranny is men and women of faith, and we are seeing this in the rise on attacks on Christian businesses simply because they stand for biblical values. Hitler persecuted the Jews. Today, the trend is sexual deviants persecuting the Christians. I am strongly recommending that the professional militias of America place Black Robe Regiment pastors as chaplains. Now, this is a return to the patriotic, moral, and spiritual principles that were so successful in founding the USA. It's time to stand firmly against the enemies of freedom. Our founding fathers did with rifle in hand. Today, the militias of America are ready to do the same thing. Let's make sure that we do it right, and that there is no doubt in the minds of Americans who the good guys are. This is Wild Bill for America, saluting the professional militias of America. Thank you for watching, and America bless God again.